now both in English and Spanish, online. If you don't want to take the whole course right away, you can also start module by module. The first module is on coaching, optimism coaching. If you want to become a certified optimism coach, you will be awarded a certification that will be equivalent to a level 5 accreditation in the UK, also according to the ACCPH. If you want to become an accredited, certified optimism coach, you can also take the course online, both also in Spanish and English. If you want any more information on these courses, you just need to write to me, info@jessicajlockhart.com. We are very pleased to send you all the details on these courses. Certify yourself as an optimism coach today, or as a full humanologist. As James Soul was just telling us, humanology is really growing very fast. We have humanologists in training all around the world. Some in Mexico, some in the Czech Republic, in Scotland, in Switzerland, in Spain. We have humanologists in training that are going to move and push humanology all around the world. So what are you waiting for? Do you want to understand human beings? Do you want to help human beings? Do you want to help yourself? You can now become a certified humanologist. The course, the training course, can be done fully online, but also face-to-face in Switzerland. If you want to receive more information on this humanology training course, just send us an email, info@jessicajlockhart.com. The training course includes 36 sessions, that is theoretical modules and practical modules, and you will receive the full training and practice. You will not be certified unless we're fully convinced that you're ready to work as a professional humanologist. The course includes the basic academic and scientific training, all of that first pillar that I was talking about a few minutes ago, plus the practice, so you can work with real clients and get the experience you need before you open your new practice as a humanologist. There will be reading materials, video materials, everything you need to become a fully accredited, fully certified humanologist. What are you waiting for? Do you want some more information? Do you want more details? You can just write to us. Remember, info@jessicajlockhart.com. Remember, you can also win a free copy of our book, Coaching for You, illustrated by James Soul today. The only question you have to answer by email, info@jessicajlockhart.com, or using the chat service here on Conversations with Jessica, is, what does humanology mean for you? So, hurry up, answer the question, and you will get a free copy of our fantastic book. And remember, we have a second guest today, a second guest who's also going to be talking about humanology, what it means to train as a humanologist, what humanology means to them, what understanding human beings means to them. And at the end of today's show, we will also have that section that everyone loves, Answering You. The section where we answer your questions from the point of view of humanology. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask us? Send us your questions. You can email the questions, info@jessicajlockhart.com, and we will be answering those questions here live on the show, on Conversations with Jessica. Do you have any doubts about human beings? Do you have any questions about how to handle human relationships or interactions, how to deal with specific people, how to evolve, grow, or solve any types of problems? Just email us your questions and we will be answering them here in Conversations with Jessica, the Humanology show for the world, every Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. Central European Time, here on Coach on Fire. Now, let's listen to a little bit of more music before our next guest comes today. Let's go for some more music. Enjoy it. Today we're talking about humanology training, all the training courses to become a humanologist. If you want to train and certify yourself as a humanologist, the ACCPH, accredited coaches, counselors, psychotherapists and hypnotherapists in the UK, will recognize your certification as a level 7 accreditation. That is the equivalent to a master's degree course. So what are you waiting for? Send us an email, ask for more details. We are more than happy to welcome new humanologists all around the world because humanology is growing. It's expanding so fast. We can't really cover all our needs. We need more humanologists. And that's why we created the training programs. You can start by becoming an optimism coaching expert, an expert in optimism coaching, and help human beings recover their drive, their energy, their power. And then continue certifying yourself, preparing yourself, accrediting yourself to become a fully fledged humanologist. Remember, humanology is at the service of human beings and is here to help other human beings understand themselves and take control of their beings, of whom they are. So, the next section today will be another interview with our second guest. Are you ready for her? Here she comes.
So, as I was saying, our next guest is Eva Mareczkova. I hope I pronounced that properly. She comes originally from the Czech Republic, although she too lived in quite a few different countries and is currently living in Switzerland. Could it be that we all humanologists somehow share this need to travel and live in different countries and learn about different cultures to become humanologists? James just told us that he lived in different countries. And, well, as you know me, I also lived in quite a few, and so did Eva. Well, let me introduce her before I can give the floor to her so you know a little bit who she is. Eva is also one of the trainees taking this Humanology training course. I am very happy and proud to introduce her. She used to work in the field of treasury management for multinational companies and has a very strong corporate background. But this is her official introduction. Let me now introduce her more in a soft way as a human being, which is what we humanologists always do. Welcome, Eva. Hello, welcome, and very happy to have you here.
Hi, Jessica. Thank you for inviting me.
It's a great pleasure to have you here, honestly. It's one of those interesting talks that we're going to have now. You will see. Let me first ask you, Eva, what led you to choosing humanology?
Well, I've been interested in personal development for quite many years, even during my treasury career. That was something I was always watching on the side. And a couple of years ago, that my very close friend here in Switzerland was going through a very tough time. She was going through depression. She was diagnosed with a borderline. She was undergoing medical treatments and therapies for several years. And, she was not doing that great. And then she started to work with you, and suddenly she started changing in front of my eyes. So within 2 months, she made so much progress that I had to ask her, what's going on with you? Or what have you been doing? What made it you change so much? And as you know, she told me about you. So I became curious about humanology because I had no idea what it is. So as we met last year, as we were introduced, I was thinking about taking the regular coaching training, and humanology was something new, a very fresh discipline, so I was hesitating between the two. Finally, I decided to take the humanology class because, as I learned, it does include coaching plus many different other tools that can help people. And of course, Jessica, having you as a teacher nearby, it's a big plus. So it made the choice quite clear.
Wow.
So that was the journey. Now, if we talk about the training format of the course, maybe it will be interesting to the people.
Yes, I was going to mention it because you just said something very interesting. It's true that humanology has a very strong coaching component. As you know, because you're one of our trainees, but For those of you who don't know it, Humanology includes not only coaching, but also mentoring, NLP, teaching, all kinds of tools and approaches. Because one of the key concepts of Humanology is that human beings are all different and might need different tools at different moments to solve different problems. So the tools that may work for me might not work for you, Eva, or vice versa. So using just one set of tools somehow limits our work with human beings. And that's why within Humanology, we try to include as many tools as possible to try and approach human beings from an integral point of view. What would you like to say? What would you like to tell our listeners about the coaching, the Humanology training course per se? Mm-hmm. What would you say about that, Eva?
Mm-hmm. So, it's online, like many courses today, right, with the technology. So it's accessible to anyone, anywhere. What I appreciate are the nice videos, of course, and then especially the documents and the tools that you have created. So when I do the session, I can print these tools, take them and use them directly for myself or for other people, and I don't need to search anywhere else.
Yes, so for example, for those of you who might be interested in the training course, let me say that each of the modules includes a few recorded videos explaining the theory of that one module. Then the platform includes every single tool in a downloadable form. You can use those tools directly with your clients. You can just print them out and use them. And it also includes additional information like text to read, videos to watch, other supplementary material. There is a quiz after each part of the module. The module might be divided into 1, 2, and even 3 sections, each of them with its own quiz. And then after the theoretical module, we have the practical one, where you have to put into practice everything you learned in the theoretical modules. So that means that your training is very thorough and very complete. So, Eva, you were working in the corporate world before. We just mentioned that you were into treasury management. How would you say that your previous experience can help you as a humanologist?
Mm-hmm. That's a great question, because I believe that a good training itself does not always make a good humanologist, coach, psychologist, or whatever profession that helps with people or works with people. In my opinion, going through some life experiences, which may always not be easy, and merry ones, actually helps us empathize with the person we have in front of us, ask better questions to understand him, and consequently propose the tools that will work the best for this person at the given time.
Mm-hmm. Well, I may add something else. As you can imagine, Eva has lived in many different countries and therefore speaks a few languages too. And that means that we can currently offer